Dear students, we will start with the new chapter, that is chapter number 9, some applications of trigonometry. The name itself indicates applications of trigonometry. Already you have studied the trigonometric ratios. We are going to make use of those ratios in finding the distance between the various objects in our daily life. So if we want to find the distance between two distant objects, so I can make use of trigonometry. How we are going to make use? So later we will study. So before that, the weightage for this particular chapter is 6 marks. And even our ancestors used the idea of trigonometry in finding the distance between the celestial bodies. Okay. Ancestors means astronomers. Earlier astronomers are going to use the idea of trigonometry in finding the distance between the two objects. Okay. Now, in this you are going to study heights and distances. Heights and distances. So now we are going to understand few terminologies related to it. Suppose if a person is standing on the ground and there is a huge tower. This person is observing the top of the tower, and the line, imaginary line that is drawn between the eyesight of an observer and the point of object at which the observer is viewing. So that line we call it as line of sight. Line of sight is the line between eyesight of an observer, eye of an observer, and the object, and the point in the object at which the observer is viewing. So this person is viewing at the top of the tower. So the distance between the eye and this particular point is called line of sight, and the angle formed by the line of sight is nothing but an angle of elevation in this particular case. Suppose say if I want to find the height of the tower. So if I know the distance between the person and the tower, and if I know the angle of elevation, then I can easily find the height of the tower. For that, directly we are going to find, suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. So using the tan theta relationship, what I am going to do, so I know the angle, so I know this, I need to find this, and I know this. So suppose if it is tan 30, I know what is the value of tan 30, and I will get the relationship between this and this. Thereby then I can find that this distance, if I add this person's height to this particular distance, then I am going to get the height of the tower. So one more case. So if the person is standing on the balcony of a building, suppose this is a building. If this is a building, and the person is standing on the balcony and is observing the object, means ball, which is on the ground level. So now the person is here, and this person is observing the ball which is on the ground. Now this is the line of sight. What is line of sight? You know, the line between the eye of an observer and the imaginary line between eye of an observer and the object at which observer is viewing, that is the line of sight. And so this line of sight and the angle formed by the line of sight, in this particular case we call it as a angle of depression. Angle of depression. Fine. This is the angle of depression. So these two terminologies you need to know. And one more, next, a theodolite is an instrument. It works based on the principle of trigonometry. So it is used to measure the angle. It is used to measure an angle, and it works on the principle of trigonometry. So to find this angle, we are going to make use of theodolite. Even in case of surveyor, if you go to the surveyor, they are going to explain you how does theodolite is going to work and what is the working principle. It is going to work on the principle of trigonometry and it is used to measure an angle. Fine. So with this understanding, we are going to solve few examples. Okay. So please note this down. So first example, based on this particular heights and distance, a tower stands vertically on the ground from a point on the ground which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. See, there is a tower and what they are telling, from a point on the ground which is 15 meters away. There is a, this is, if I say, suppose if it's the ground and the distance between this point and the tower is 15 meters, and what they are telling, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower. This is the angle of elevation. This is the angle of elevation and this is 60 degree. Fine. So we need to find the height of the tower. Suppose say if I call it as A, this as B, this as C. Now, so what you can see, I want this height and I know this. I know the adjacent sides for this particular 60 degree. I know the adjacent side. I need to find the opposite side. Which relation I should make use of? So I can make use of either tan theta or cot theta because that ratio involves either opposite by adjacent is nothing but tan theta or tan C, or adjacent by opposite is nothing but cot C. So either of the relation I should make use of to get the height of the tower. So now, the distance between the tower and the point of observation is equal to 15 meters. So height of the tower we need to find, and even we have angle of elevation is equal to 60 degree. This is the given data. Now tan of 60 degree is equal to AB divided by BC. What is tan 60? Root 3. Tan 60 is nothing but root 3. I think you have by heart at this particular table. You know all these values. Even I have given the logic how to remember it. Okay. Now tan 60 is root 3. What is AB? I need to calculate it. That is the height of the tower. Now what is BC? BC is 15 meter. So AB is equal to 15 root 3 meter. So this is the height of the tower. So that is AB. Therefore, height of the tower is equal to 15 root 3 meters. So please note this down. So second question, an electrician has to repair an electric fault on a pole of height 5 meter. What is the height of the pole? It is 5 meter. She needs to reach a point 1.3 meter below the top of the pole to undertake the repair work. What should be the length of the ladder that she should use, which when inclined at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal? Okay, would enable her to reach the required position. So it is at 60 degree and what should be the length of the, we need to find the length of the ladder. Okay, and when it is inclined at an angle of 60 degree and even it, so that should enable her to reach the required position. Also, how far from the foot of the pole, from the foot of the pole should she place the foot of the ladder? See, there is a pole. Fine. So there is a person. The person has to climb the she has to make use of the ladder. So she has to the height of the pole is 5 meter. They have given the height of the pole is 5 meter. See, the question may be lengthy, but when you analyze part by part, it looks very simple. So height of the pole is 5 meter. She needs to reach 1.3 meter below the top of the pole. See, 1.3 meter below. See, this total height is 5 meter. She has to reach this point, which is 1.3 meter below the top. Means 5 minus 1.3 is equal to, see, 5.0. 0 means 10 minus 3, 7. 4 minus 1. 10 minus 3, 7. 4 minus 1, 3. 3.7. So, this height is 3.7 from the ground. This is 3.7 meter. Okay. So, okay, next. What should be the length of the ladder that she should use? What should be the length of the ladder that she should use? And it is placed at an angle of 60 degree. It is placed at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal. Would enable her to reach this particular position to carry out the repair work. And also, how far from the foot? See, we need to find this one too. We need to find this as well as we need to find this. Okay. Now, so what we are going to do? This will be 90 degree. So now, what we need to do? We need to take, see what we need to, if I want to find the relation between this and this, what I need to make use of? Tan 60. Tan 60 degree is equal to tan 60 degree. So if I call it as A, B, C, so tan 60 is equal to AB divided by BC. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is nothing but root 3. What is AB? 3.7. What is BC? That I need to calculate. So BC is equal to root 3 divided by BC into root 3 is equal to 3.7. Now BC is equal to 3.7 divided by root 3. Instead of root 3, what we can take? We can take 1.73. 3.7 divided by 1.73. Or else we can write it as 37 divided by 17.3. Fine. Okay. Now 17 1s are 17. 17 2s are 34. So I can make use of two multiple. Okay. 17 2s are 17 1s are 17. 17 2s are, say 17 173 into 2 means 2 3s are 6. 2 7s are 14. Carry 1. 2 1s are 2. 34.6. So 37 minus 34.6. So this is 4. 6 minus 4 2. Again I got 2.4, which is 24. Again it can be 17 1s are 17. So since I have placed one decimal here, I can take, it will be 24. 17 1s are 17. 24 minus 17, again 7. It is 70. So if I take 17 multiple, so 17, which is near to 17 fours, so approximately it is equal to 2.14 meter. 2.14 meter. So this is how you are going to do. So it bakes, and see, if you have solid basics, you can do this. Or else again it will be lengthy. Again you need to do this division method like this. So 3.7 and 1.73. 3.7 again 1.73. If you have patience, you can do this. Next. And time management is very important. How can we manage our time? This is how we can manage our time. Okay, next. What I need? I need this. I need length of the ladder. So length of the ladder, see, I have this 90 degree, opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse. So I know AB, I know I should find AC. So what relation I can make use of? I can make use of sine 60 opposite by hypotenuse. So sine 60 is equal to AB by AC, opposite by hypotenuse. What is sine 60? Root 3 by 2. What is AB? 3.7. What is AC? I need to calculate. That is the height of the ladder. So AC is AC into root 3 by 2 is equal to 3.7. Fine. Cross multiplication. AC into root 3 by 2 is equal to 3.7. Or else AC is equal to 3.7 into 2 divided by root 3. Already 3.7 divided by root 3. Already we have this. That is 2.14. That is this value already we have. That is 2.14, approximately 2.14 into 2. So 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. That is 4.28 meter. So now we can conclude here. What we can conclude? So we can conclude here. Therefore, so what is this? The distance between the ladder and the pole. The distance between the ladder. The distance between ladder and the pole. Distance between the ladder and the pole is equal to, which is BC, which is equal to 2.14 meter. Next, the length of the ladder. Therefore, the length of the ladder is equal to AC, which is equal to 4.28 meter. And this is very important. Writing the correct unit is very important. See, there is a lot of difference between meter and centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Instead of meter, if you write 2.1 more centimeter, see, there is a variation in the length. So again, that will give that you are going to end up with the wrong answer. So the units are going to play very important role. You need to write the proper units. Okay, so please note this down. So third question, an observer 1.5 meter tall, the height of the observer is 1.5 meter, is 28.5 meter away from a chimney, The angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from our eyes is 45 degree. What is the height of the chimney? So there is a person. This person is standing. What is the height of this person? This is 1.5 meter. So from here, so there is a chimney, and the distance between this person and the chimney is, how much it is? 28.5 meter. 28.5 meter. This is a chimney. So what is the angle of elevation from the eyes of an observer? It is 45 degree. So next, what is the height of the chimney? Suppose if I call it as A, this as B, this as D, C, D, E. See, if I want to know the height of the chimney, that is AC plus AD is the height of the chimney. That includes AC plus CD. Now, so we'll calculate. So we have a tan 45. We have tan 45 and we know this particular adjacent side. So what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the height. So if I calculate AC, we know DC is equal to BE, DC is equal to BE, which is 1.5 meter. So this height plus this will give me total height of the chimney. That I am going to do now. So what I can write now? So BE is equal to DC, which is equal to 1.5 meter. AD is equal to AC plus CD, which is equal to AC plus 1.5 meter. Now, so we'll calculate this height first. tan 45 is equal to opposite by adjacent, that is BC. What is opposite? We don't know. So before that, we'll continue. Tan 45 is nothing but 1. AC we need to calculate. What is BC? 28.5 meter. Why? Because BC is equal to DE. So that is the reason. So BC will be equal to 28.5 meter. That is the distance between the person and the chimney. Okay. AC is equal to 1 into 28.5, that is 28.5 meter. Therefore, AD is equal to AC plus 1.5 meter. What is AC? So from this equation, if I call it as equation 1, then equation 1 will become AD is equal to AC plus 1.5. What is AC? 28.5 plus 1.5. So 28 plus 2 is nothing but 30 meter. Therefore, what we can conclude, the height of the chimney, the height of the chimney is equal to 30 meter. The height of the chimney is equal to 30 meter. So please note this term.